Hi everyone. Hi guys. Welcome back again. Welcome back again to my channel, and I want to say thank you for the amazing feedback that you guys gave me. So in today's live session, we're going to be talking about some of the opportunities, scholarship opportunities, travel information. I mean, if you have been following me, you will know that I always talk about CSC scholarship and what is really, really happening. And some of you might have noticed something right now that is going on, and it actually looks like China is putting so much focus on STEMs, more scholarships for those people that are actually doing like STEM majors. And if you don't know what STEM is, like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So today we're going to be diving deep into this. I have told so many of my clients anytime they come to me and maybe they want to ask me what is the major that they should go for, the first major I always tell them is, guys, go for engineering major. And so they will be like, engineering is hard and everything. I'll just tell them, see, I know that engineering is hard, but there are more scholarship opportunities with the engineering major compared to like other majors. It's not like I'm saying that you should not actually do other majors, like you should not do business or other majors. It's just that from my observation, and all the people that we've been trying to apply for them to get admission, I noticed that I would try to get admission for some people doing sciences and engineering, and it's way easier compared to like those people who are doing business. It's not like they don't used to get admission, no, they'll get admission, but some of them they don't used to get like scholarships as much. Do you understand? So that's why I started telling people I think you should think about the major that you're doing and really, really consider it very, very well. So if you are not even like a STEM student, you don't need to say, okay, you do STEM because of I'm talking about that. No, but I'm just going to show you how you can connect your field to like technology. I mean, there are so many like fields that are kind of connected to like technology and to help you to stand a chance. Okay, so please, as we're doing this video, leave your chats, drop your chats, tell me where you are calling me from or where you are like watching me. um I want to know your country. I know that I have highest population from USA, I have from Nigeria, I have from India. I know like there's some people also from Pakistan and Kenya, so many people. And you guys are really, really amazing and you're always welcome here. So please let me know. Okay. So before we actually dive deep into like STEM, I feel like I would like to do like a quick fresh refresh our minds on what CSC scholarship is, because a lot of you guys still ask me this question, and I know I've done so many videos about CSC scholarship. I don't even know why I keep getting these questions, and for me, I understand, so I don't mind repeating. Okay, so the CSC scholarship is actually like a Chinese government scholarship, and it is more general. It's like the best scholarship. Let me just put it out there, because it's not like CS is the only scholarships that China have. They have the university scholarship, they have the provincial scholarship, they have so many scholarships, but I really focus on CS scholarship because that's the scholarship that I got. I got the scholarship and it was so good. It was so better that I didn't even know that it wasn't every student that have scholarships. I didn't even know that it was actually difficult to actually get the scholarship. I also did not know that there are people that did not even have the knowledge about how to get the scholarship. So because I was always getting tons of questions from you guys asking me questions about the CSC scholarship, that is the reason I say like talking about it. If you notice, most of the videos when I'm going live, I'm just like talking about CSE. I don't go live talking about like random topics. It has to be about CSE because I know that that is where I get more focused on, right? So for me, I feel like when I came to China, I have told you guys that story. So I don't know if I will want to talk about it, but let me just talk about some of the things that CSC cover. So CSC covers like tuition fee, it covers accommodation, it covers medical insurance, and it also gives you like a monthly living stipend. So there are actually three types. There's the type A, which is through like maybe your Chinese embassy. Luckily for me, it wasn't just with the Chinese embassy, like the Ministry of Education was also involved. And then for type B, that's through like your university. We're talking about provincial scholarship, basically through the university. And type C is like through other channels or recommendation, maybe like your supervisor, you're working with your supervisor, and your supervisor feels like he wants to give you like that opportunity, that chance, then he would give you. But I actually don't really hear a lot of people get that. I don't hear a lot of people that have actually gotten the type C. I know like people who have gotten type A. I know people who have gotten type B. I know people who have gotten type A lot of people. But I don't know if there are a lot of people who have gotten type C. That's the one that I'm not sure about. And also another thing about the scholarship is that for type B, the stipend is different. For type A, the stipend is different. I would always prefer type A because type A is the one that I actually got. Type A is the one that I mean, like it was so beautiful getting type A because I mean just imagine like getting double stream of income because that was actually what happened to me. Like I had like double stream of income. So for type A, that's just how type A is. Okay, let's continue, guys. So um leave your questions if you have any question, please do leave your questions. So now that this scholarship is open to all majors, like people from different majors can actually apply. In the last few years, some things have been very, very interesting, and I feel like I always continue to talk about the things I notice and the things I feel like people don't really talk about, and things I feel like I get a lot of questions, right? So more and more scholarships are awarded. Though from this year, I feel like there were little scholarship. It wasn't like actually a lot, but more and more scholarship are being awarded to students, especially in science and technical field. So the question you have to ask yourself is that why is it that China is focusing so much attention on STEM? What's the reason behind the shift? The last live video I did, I told you guys some of the things that you should be expecting for 2026. That video, as much as I don't know if the quality is like the best, but I also feel like that video is very, very, very important because in that video, I was talking about the things from my research because I'm not I'm not working with immigration, but I was just feeling like I was talking about the things that I feel like that's the focus. Focus. Like this is my feeling. Like this is the focus. It's not like I'm saying that um because the thing about me, like if you guys don't know, I'm a child of God. Okay, some of the things I say come to pass. I remember even when COVID was about to end, I came to my YouTube channel and I was doing a video. I said COVID is going to end this year, and somehow it did end that year. And also last year, around December, around it wasn't around this time, around December, I did a video and I was telling you guys that I think that China does not have a lot of scholarships to give a lot of students. And I told you guys that China's focus will be mostly with the master students, mostly with the PhD students. And funny enough, as if no, and no, because I would just come and because one thing about China is that they always have their policy that they have every year. So the reason that I came and I was really talking about those things was because I felt like there'll be a new policy, just like how now there'll be a new policy. There will always be a new policy. So just for you to go do your research about what is the focus, what is their focus right now, and then when you do your research, you'll now be able to know figure out yourself. You guys can literally figure out everything yourself. So my one is just to come and let you guys know the things that I feel. My own is just come and tell you guys the things that I feel that is the plan. Okay. I'm not a magician, and I'm not like I'm not saying that, oh, this I'm saying you guys have to just believe it. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just like saying this is the plan and this is direction that I think you guys should focus your attention on. And I remember last year around December, I came and I said, oh, and to be serious, a lot of people now didn't get scholarship, especially people from bachelors. Like I was saying it last year. In short, I remember even saying 2 years before now that the from this year the focus would be like you have to write exam before you come to China. They didn't do it this year. It was supposed to be this year. Now I'm getting the news now that this exam thing that they're going to be doing, this writing of exam, is going to be from next year. So you see, like, so it's just for you to prepare yourself so that you don't be caught unawares. If there's one lesson I've learned is that I would not put myself in a position whereby I'm going to be caught unawares. Like I'll just come and see, oh, this is happening, or that is happening. Like the way I am so prepared. Like if China just come and say, Oma, okay, we are no more giving scholarships. I'm not going to be so entitled. Do you understand? I feel like a lot of internationals, they are so entitled to the opportunities that Chinese people are giving. Why are you so entitled? This is not your country. I never understand. Like this is not your country. So why are you so entitled to opportunities that the country is giving to you? Your own is just to be grateful. If there are opportunities, oh wow, thank you, God. If there are no opportunities, oh wow, thank you, God. As far they did not do it like in a very disrespectful way, as far they did not like make you feel less of yourself. For me, I'm going to be the kind of person that I'll say I'm not going to be entitled. I'm not going to feel entitled by any opportunities I'm getting here. So that said, we're going to go to the main topic of the day. And now I already told you guys what STEM stands for. Um, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And these are the fields that like drive innovation. So your focus should be like fields that have to do with like innovation, fields that have to do with like what else? Like research, like artificial intelligence, robotics, medicine, construction. There are a lot of fields that actually do with research, right? So like when you just think about it, like just everything around us, like things that are just about innovation, like the phone we use, the lights in our homes, airplanes, factories, social media. These things, all these things are built on STEM. My ability to talk to you guys right now, STEM. Do you understand? I'm literally using a mic now. I'm using my computer to do this live video. And everything that we just see, have phones here. So everything just have to do like with what the use of STEM, right? So now that you have understood that China has understand that there are a lot of countries are actually trying to catch up with them, and the future truly belongs to people that are into like creating like technology, and those people who are like into AI. You guys already know that AI now is getting so AI is getting so popular, guys, and that's why I feel like China is investing heavily when it comes to do with like research. That's why you see masters, especially those people that are going to PhD. China is really investing heavily in it, that have to do with like labs, AI, data science, automation. And that's also why I feel like the CSC program is also adjusting itself into this direction. Okay. So now a lot of people who are going to be doing like majors that have to do with AI, majors that have to do with data science, automation, robotics, labs, all the things that you have to be going to labs, doing a lot of experiments, I feel like you have a high chance of actually getting like the scholarship. And if you're actually like trying to doubt me and be like, oh Oma, this, I'm gonna like show you guys a video of Donald Trump. Actually, he called some people, those people, the CEOs of Facebook, all those people that are actually into tech. He literally did a meeting and invited them to have like a talk with them. That's to tell you that Americans too, they are actually really trying to go into that direction. So it's not like something new when you say, oh, China is trying to do the same thing. It's not something new. Okay. So I think I'm going to find that video, guys, so that I can share with you guys. And mm, I okay, yeah. So guys, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm trying to share with you guys the screen. Basically, it's the screen. Okay. I was actually trying to show you guys, but I don't know why it's not working. Let's try again. Okay, guys, it's working now. So I'm going to show you guys like a video whereby Trump actually like called some. people, I think it was 1 month ago, and this should be it. So this was actually a video whereby Trump actually like called some people, and you can clearly see Mark. Hey, you can see them.
We don't often get together as the CEOs of the different companies, but it's good to see everyone.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh gosh, I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, at least $600 billion through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant. We are all different in some.
So, guys, you guys can clearly see them talking about like how much they're trying to even invest in America. And you can literally see Trump just interested in Mac, interested in Tim Cook, the tech CEOs. They are coming to invest in China, in America, because Trump knows that they have the money. Okay. So Trump knows that they are rich. They have the money. So you can literally see them investing, guys. Which is so cool because because Mr. President Trump, he's into like business, he's into like making money, he knows how to make money, and he knows how to like invest for the country. But I'm not here to talk about Trump, I'm here to talk about China. So you can clearly see how presidents and world leaders are trying so hard to go into like tech, they are trying so hard to go into like all these things, which is so cool. Okay, let's continue. I just wanted to show you guys that video because I just wanted you guys to see it with your own eyes. So it's not just be something that, oh, I'm just talking about. No, I want you guys to see it. Okay. So the goal is simple. They are trying to like move the world because I'm currently doing science and engineering, right? And we have been focusing so much attention on um the science, the learning, the theory. So I think now the level that we are in is that we are trying to actually apply some of these things that we have learned. We are trying to apply it like fully to the world and to solve real life problems. So they want to lead in artificial intelligence, space exploration, renewable energy, smart manufacturing, advanced engineering, cybersecurity, digital infrastructure, students and researchers, both Chinese and internationals in STEMs. So yeah, so I feel like that's like the main goal and the main focus. So trends showing China's shift to STEMs. So like in the last few years, right? They have been of awarded to the CSC students, you actually see that 80 to 90% are from engineering. They are from science or probably like technology. They are literally from all these related STEM backgrounds. And also, universities are actually getting more funding for labs instead of like business schools. So like I feel like universities that are or professors who are focusing on all these parts that you have to be going to lab, experiment, doing a lot of experiment. So they get a lot of funding. Okay. So what this means is that even there are like research centers for like AI, robotics, data analytics, and energy efficiency. So even when non-STEM students get scholarship, you'll notice that their topics sometimes is always connected to like technology in some way. Like I feel like some students who I know that they will get like something that have to do with environment. You still see that their topics is kind of related to something that have to do with like technology or just research, right? So I just feel like using AI for business growth. That's one topic. Educational technology for rural learning, digital media and culture. So you see this type of topics, even if it's not really tech, but you see that those people who are like going into like non-STEM, they're beginning to drift their attention into like wanting to learn some of these things. So China is not just, it's not closing the doors for them. It's just that it's just encouraging everybody to kind of start being innovative and start thinking scientifically. Okay. So now let's talk about like is 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 China like doing this for itself or is it doing for everybody? We all know that through the Belt and Road Educational Program, China is bringing in students from developing countries to actually learn to do research. And by focusing on STEM, they are training them so they can help to strengthen like their own country and just strengthen global industries while they're also training them to improve like when it comes to like innovation. So in simple terms, I feel like China is building the next generation of problem solvers. And if your major or research shows that you have like potential when it comes to like innovation, you're exactly what they're looking for. So how can CSC committee select STEM students? So let's just talk about how the selection works. So now you need to understand that when CSC committee, they're actually going to be reviewing all your application. They're going to be looking at so many things, right? They're going to look at how your major aligns with China's development goals because they already have goals set. So you're going to look at if your major aligns with that. They're going to look at the quality and depth of your research proposal. So if you have written like a research proposal, they want to look at it. Does it have a high quality? Is this in relation with the goal that we have actually set to achieve? So the interest of your potential supervisor is going to be focused on that. And some people they will even tell you like even while you are doing your application, you see some supervisors that will are telling you that oh you should send them your proposal or send them your plan, something like that. They want to just know like your area, like where you are going to, is it like in depth, something like that. So if your proposal now is focusing on something that have to do like with artificial intelligence or some that it just have to do with the major that these people are interested in, you have a high chance of actually getting opportunities. So if your major have to do with like cyber security, there are so many like tech topics, right? So because that's exactly what many universities are working on right now. So on the other hand, if your proposal doesn't is not really catchy and it's not focusing on um the goal, I feel like you should just ensure that your grades are really high, because if your grades are no high, I've messaged a lot of agents in the past few weeks and just asking them questions about CSC, and you see most of them are really running to apply for students. Though I've gotten some agents who are interested in helping a lot of students. Of course, the agents are already working with, of course they're already like good in helping students get admissions and everything. But I noticed that a lot of people are also so scared because of how they are requesting for grades, high grades, good grades, and they don't want to collect students. And at the end of the day, they come and tell you that oh sorry that you did not get. That's one of the reasons I really like the people who are in the education field. They are not really scammers compared to like any other person that you're meeting. Not the people who are into business. I hear this one complain, oh they scammed me, oh they did this to me. But the people in the education field, I feel like they are very transparent. They'll tell you the truth. They don't have strengths, and they don't even beg you. Like they don't come and be begging you that they are looking for your money or whatever. You are even the one who are asking them questions because they have information. You know, information is power, guys. And as much as I come here and talk to you guys, give you guys a lot of information, you guys need to be very appreciative because many people are not doing this. And I know I get attacks. You know, if one of the funny thing or the thing that can be really hurtful is when the people you're trying to help even turn out to be the people attacking you too. And I understand how the devil works because I really know that God has already called me to do what I'm doing. I try my best not to allow anything that anybody say gets to me, no matter what. I just try my best not to have anything anybody says gets to me. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being, right? So even as much as I'm trying to be strong, I feel like some people are just very, very weird. I understand them and I know how to deal with them. Just because they have tried their best not to I am actually get scholarship and they've not been able to get, they start acting a certain way, especially when they don't have the money to pay. If you know you don't have the money to pay, you shouldn't come to me like personally, and because I already say everything I want to say on YouTube. So if you now come to me personally and I say, okay, you have to pay um consultation fee, then you are now angry. I never understand why you angry. Or when I say, okay, if you are reaching out to me, you want me to help you to get the scholarship, you have to pay a certain amount of money. Then you are angry. It just, I don't know. Were you expecting that it's going to be free? I really don't understand people sometimes. So I feel like you just need to ensure that at least your grades are really good, even if you're not going into STEM. At least from 80%, please let your grades be like 80%. And some of the top universities, I feel like they'll be leading when it comes to like applying for STEM scholarship, will include like Tsinghua University. They are known for majorly computer science, majorly robotics, AI. Also, Harbin Institute of Technology. So this one is actually famous when it comes to like aerospace, automation. University of Science and Technology Beijing, which is also like my former school, which I did my master's. I think this is also a very, very good school. They are really strong when it comes to like mining, materials, and engineering, because I remember like seeing something in my school and they said that this was actually the first school. I don't know the story about whether it was the first school that started on mining thing. I don't even know, but this saw the okay, I understand. I saw something like a big, I don't know if I should call it a pillar or an image in my school. And when I asked, what does this signify? They say, oh, that only some few schools have that thing. Like only very few schools have that. And our school was part of the school that have that. So that was actually like huge. And a lot of even Henan Polytechnic University is actually like top when it comes to like safety, science, and engineering courses. Even Gentian University, innovation, this, and also like cross-disciplinary tech programs are there. So these schools are not just offering, maybe they're not just only offering like scholarships, they're also like partnering with international industries. Like I remember like going for one international convention, or yeah, international conference I went for. It's a university that actually organized that. Okay, so you can literally see that, these universities, they're not just trying to say, okay, they want to give scholarships to students. They're also trying their best to partner with industries, governments, labs. They're literally trying to like do this thing. So it's just for you to understand it and give it your best while you're doing your application. Even if you're not into STEMs, just put your topic in that direction, especially when you're doing like those, when you're writing like the study plan and when you're writing all those things. This is very, 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 very important. Okay, guys. Okay, let's talk about the opportunities, the guidance, and some things like that. So now that you have understood why China is like pushing and just focusing on STEMs, let's look at why this is actually a big opportunity for you. Yes, because it's good for you to know the direction of China, and then you'll be able to tailor your um you know how to tailor your application, because it's very, very competitive. You're not the only one applying for this thing. A lot of people are applying. So if you know the direction that China is going, and because you know the direction, you have the grades. Apart from the grades, you literally are so serious to get this scholarship, because I mean, I know come here be talking if I know that you are not ready to get this scholarship. Okay, so before I start talking, but I don't know. STEM graduates are high demand in places like USA, Japan, Germany, eh, and even China, and even your country. So if you are someone that goes and you perfect your knowledge when it comes to like STEM, you'll be hot cake. Yes. So China wants to kind of they want to focus on that, and I think they also want to recruit a lot of young researchers to help them grow. So any industry that is probably going into I mean, they're making a lot of money right now. And students who are actually studying these fields, you can be able to apply to get a job after you graduate. So if you are actually planning to apply for STEM program, please drop it down in the chat below. Let me know your major and see you guys want to book a consultation. Check description below so that you can book a consultation with me. So in universities in China, the STEM major at least they used to receive at if there's any slots that's just available, at least 70%, 90% slots used to be for this major. Let me just tell you. And then many humanities or management programs, all those management mandates have limited slots. They sometimes they'll get admission, but maybe they'll get accommodation and tuition paid, but they might not get stipends, or maybe they'll get tuition paid, but they might not get stipends, or they might not get um accommodation. So it's not as if those people. I'm talking about if you're applying for university scholarship, but this is not for CSC. So it's not as if they're doing to get this to get, but because I think that for you guys that are applying to all those management courses, you guys are so many, so many of you guys. So now, like, I feel like high demand fields for CSC might be in like artificial intelligence and data science, electrical and mechanical engineering, energy and environmental science, material science and mining engineering, robotics, automation, cybernetics. I mean, like, if you are into like innovation, problem solving. You see that AI. I don't know why I just like AI. It's just a lot of people who are even going who were studying data science. They're even now switching to AI. So this is something that you can actually think about. So the role of research in CSC selection, it just emphasizes that your research proposal can make or break your application. So try as much as possible to view your course that have to be related to like innovation, like clear clear methodology, the relevance to China development, also your supervisor's interests. Remember, innovation, your research, your supervisor interest, if it's related to like China development and everything. So I think that for me as a PhD student, currently I'm doing my PhD in safety science and engineering. I feel like I have been able to get a lot of training that have to do with that. And I see that a lot of people actually get jobs, especially those people who are going into like mining. They have a high chance of getting like jobs. So I know that most of the people that are actually watching me, you guys are it's not everybody that are actually STEM students, and it's okay. But I feel like you should just learn how you can connect your field to STEM. So if you are doing like business, you just know how you can connect your field to maybe you can just add like data analytics or technology management, something like that. So that your field kind of look like it's going into the area of STEM. So if you are doing like education, you focus on e-learning technology. Or if you're doing law, you explore like cyber law or digital policy. If you are doing arts, you can work on doing like something that has to do with digital design or creative technology, stuff like this. So for me, I just feel like you should try your best to be so prepared while you're doing your application. Try to choose a specific STEM field. Then, if you can also find a supervisor, this will really help you. Write a strong research proposal. A lot of people don't write proposal, I know this, but if you can be able to write a proposal, it will really help you improve on your skills, improve on your profile. Try to get courses if you can. Try to do Chinese. If you can do HSK, please do HSK. Show real interest in the research and try to also connect it to like channel's goals. You can also use us. We'll help you do this application. Sure, when you're using us, it's so easy for you because we'll just connect you to the universities that we're actually partnering with. And if you're doing your application, some of the universities that you can actually consider is the Tsinghua University, Harbin Institute of Technology, University of Science and Technology Beijing, Zhejiang University, Shanghai Tiandong University, Henan University. Some of the mistakes that I feel like a lot of applicants make is that they submit proposal with no innovation. If you are trying to submit a proposal, please show your innovation, show the things that you actually like, the new thing that you're actually trying to work. And if you feel like okay, you're adding to what someone else have already done, you need to be very clear on what you've added, the innovation you've added. So also choose a major that doesn't like match like previous to the uh also try to like focus on your supervisor, whatever. If you have a supervisor, focus on what the supervisor is doing. I know these things are not actually easy. If you have questions, please leave it down below so that I can understand. I know there are a lot of people that have like biggest worry now when it comes to like application. But I just want to like encourage you that one thing about scholarship application is that if you have not prepared your mind to fail, be a lot of things that will actually test your faith. Sometimes you just be like, can I ever get this scholarship? You just be discouraged at a lot of time, because I'm talking out of like personal things that happened to me personally. So for me, when I was in my application, there are so many times that I was like, I beg, I don't even think this thing is for me. Most of the things I've even achieved, it's not every time that you just see that, oh, everything is just going smooth. Like, you encounter problems, and sometimes solving these problems, or while you're solving these problems, just makes you even more intelligent, because if you can solve problems, then you're very, very smart. It just makes you smart. So for me, my advice for you is that prep your mind that anything can happen, that, oh, okay, I might do this, and it's not like, if I don't get, then I'll put myself in a position where I have to give up in myself, or in my dreams, or whatever I'm doing. So this is me just encouraging you, okay? Just try your best to like achieve this thing, because a lot of people have gotten, I'm taking from experience that I know that a lot of people have gotten it, okay? So let's talk about like the future of STEMs and CSC scholarship, okay? So I want you to know that every country is racing towards science and technology. And the difference is that China is not just importing tech, it's also building scientists. So they're focusing on human development. So the AI labs in Beijing and Shenzhen, they're trying to make everything just good. Renewable energy researchers, robotics. You guys have seen a lot of videos. China, they have already even started working on robotics. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please do, because that's where you see me post a lot of technology things that China is doing. Oma Travels, that's like my name on Instagram. And I'm sorry, guys, if you're experiencing any short breaks during the video, because um I'm using VPN. So sometimes it's kind of like make the network to be weird. So I feel like I have talked about some of these things, and the funding obviously will focus on AI, robotics, data science programs, PhD research projects, science programs, reduced slots in, maybe will be a lot of reduced slots in arts and management fields, and there'll be more full funding for lab based research, priority to applicants with publications. Okay, so you also know that it will be good for you to publish if you have not published. So try to position yourself well, build your profile. If you can do courses in MATLAB, Python, AutoCAD, depending on your field, anyways, try to tailor your documents, your study plan, your research proposal, all these things. Please make sure that you're on top of your game. And any skill that will help you, like data analyst, for me now, I've been able to get a lot of skill. If you want me to teach you guys how you can actually improve your skill, where you can go to get certifications for free, please let me know. I can actually show you guys that too. So try to make sure you're also following a lot of professors, if you can, and universities in your field. Most of them are actually on WeChat, so if you can follow them, it will be cool. You can also check LinkedIn. I don't know if a lot of Chinese universities are on LinkedIn, anyways, but at least I know they'll be. You can actually join groups. Like I have a group. Oma Travels, where I actually post a lot of things on Oma Travels. And yeah, if you're not into stems, if you're not into stems, that's okay. You can actually integrate like technology into your field. So if you're into business, try to specialize on business analytics or fintech. If you're into arts, try to specialize on digital design. You can also focus on education, because education is good. If you do education, you can come out and become a teacher, English teacher, or something like that. And another thing to talk about is that whoever like gets scholarship, I know that most of them are into like research, because of course that's where funding is. So if you have any question, please let me know. I mean, STEMs is the new language of opportunity, and China knows this. So whether you're into coding, whether you're into engineering, whether you're into computer science, please don't wait for your luck. Prepare yourself for the scholarship. And if you're dreaming to study in China under the CSC, remember that the future belongs to those who learn research and those who are innovative, and that's what stems are all about. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Don't forget to like the video, follow my travels on all social media platforms, and I always put like updates, and I try to put a lot of things that will connect you to China, even if you're not in China. Like I really post a lot of these things online, and our platforms are really growing. The community is really, really growing, and this is also me saying thank you to every one of you that have actually supported all my travels. I really, really appreciate you guys. I don't take you guys for granted. And yeah, I've come to the end of this video. Please do well to leave your questions down, and if you want Oma Travels to help you to do your application, please reach out to me. You can also book a consultation, one-on-one consultation. We'll talk about it. You can ask all your questions and I will answer all your questions. Also, you can even like, I can even help you, show you how to do your application, do some courses for you, just literally help you to ensure that you're able to get the opportunity. Guys, I remain Oma, your girl. I'll always be here to support you guys all the time, always. I will see you guys in my next video. Please do well to watch my latest vlog. Yes, for those of you that don't know, I actually released a vlog, and I actually said it in my last live video that I had so many content, and I was like planning that I will set time to edit this content and post them. I don't even know what happened to me yesterday. I was just like in the mood, and I just edited and I just like uploaded the content for you guys. And wow, I didn't know that I took a lot of pictures. The pictures were so many. Gosh. Anyways, it doesn't matter because for me, I'm a content creator and I can post whatever I want on my social media platform. So for me, I just enjoy creating content. I just enjoy being a creator. I love getting inspired. And these days, I don't know, books are beginning to be inspiring because, guys, I'm a PhD student, so we read a lot. So, in order for me to get like more inspiration to keep reading, I feel like it's important for me to keep putting my putting my mind into books. So that's why I try my best. I surround myself with people who like to read. I I also try my best to go to library, go to disturb myself. Anything that will just motivate me. Go for events, go for conferences. Like the last conference that I went, oh my god, I really, really liked that conference. It really, really motivated me. I'm not gonna lie. And so for me, like just going for all these conferences, going for all these things, it just puts me in the right place that I love, love, love so much. So for me, anytime that anything about books, guys, count me in. So yes, the last video was just me going to this amazing bookstore. I have part two to post for you guys. You guys are not ready. You guys are not ready. Yeah. I'm here. I'm here to give you guys content upon content. As far now, I have you guys time, but I'm just trying my best. I don't really want to get too distracted with social media because sometimes if you're always posting on social media, you would not you will not be focused on your books anymore. So I used to set like a time. Right now, I'm giving myself a little space to do something online on social media because um this is November, first week of November. It's almost Christmas. That's like missing home. I'm trying to be patient with myself because this year, I don't know why. I need to get that tonguing thing. Anyways, I'm beginning to be so understanding with myself when I start missing home, when I'm missing like food, some kind of food. Like guys, I buy a lot of Nigerian meals. I eat a lot of Nigerian meals. And that's another easy way for me to just stay here because I cook Nigeria soups. I cook African soup. I'm not even a soup person. But because of you're missing home, you will find yourself literally cooking soups. So I try my best to just cook soups, just do anything that will not make me miss home as much. As much. But personally for me, I'm so grateful that China has been really kind to me. Ah, when I see guys, I don't want to tell you guys why I'm now here because a lot of people are going through a lot right now. A lot of people didn't get scholarship. A lot of people did not get scholarship opportunities, and it's so painful to me that because as someone who always come here to talk about scholarships, talk about CSC, talk about this, I just sometimes think about people who maybe they're just looking at me, looking at all my content. They have tried their best and they have not been able to get any opportunity. So sometimes this is one of the reasons that I don't know whether it is God that has put this burden in my heart, but I feel like I used to have this burden in my heart for people who are poor, people who don't have money, people who did not get the scholarship. So I kind of used to have a lot of burden in my heart about them. That's why sometimes I'll just come and I'll just be here trying to see how to encourage, trying to do my research to say, okay, this is what I think, this is what is really happening, this is what is really going on, this is now the focus, this is where they are focusing on. So maybe just maybe I can help someone. Do you understand? So for me, I'm always about that. Just wanting to see how to help someone because I know that a lot of people are facing a lot of things. Somebody may say, but sometimes I'm not so nice because just because I have talk about scholarship opportunities, I feel like a lot of people think I'm a billionaire. Like I just received one message saying someone was asking me for money. I just told the person, see, because they have my contact. If you ask me for money again, I'll block you. I'm a girl, you're a married man. I'm not the one that said you should go and marry. You went to go and get married. Now you want to put your family burden on me? Like I never understand. You guys, some guys are not even like ashamed. I never have respect for guys that like to beg. I'm not trying to say that they are not life issues, but even me as a lady, I don't even know how to beg a man. Like I don't know how to ask anybody for money. Only my dad. And I know how to ask for money. So if you as a man, married man, you are asking me for money, I never understand like I never understand how people they don't even have shame. They don't even have shame when they are coming to ask you for Nigerians. Hey, you people should have at least small shame in your body when you're doing something. When you're embarrassing people, when you're embarrassing yourselves. Me. That's something I will never do. Like God, I know that's why I work so hard. I know what people say. I work so hard because I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to be depending on someone or where I have to beg. I will never put myself in that position, guys. I never want to put myself in a position where I start begging somebody for money. You know how men can be. When you start asking them for anything, or when you start showing a sign of dependency on them, automatically they feel like okay, they want to now like disrespect you. They feel like they want to like treat you a certain way, something that they probably never do. They start doing just because you have asked them for money. So for me as a lady, I will never ask. I know there's so many ladies that are so shameless. They will go and beg a man for money. Me, I will never. If you are the last person on this planet, except you are someone that I'm really close to, like you are my person, and I know you that your head is not touching, then hey, I will not be like, okay, fine. Maybe I don't mind. I will ask you for money, and even when I'm even asking you to tell you how much, I don't know how to ask people. I'm always like, oh, borrow me. I'm always like, oh, borrow me money. So please, oh, just because I come here and I'm just trying to help I'm just trying to give you information about scholarship or give information about things. It does not give you guys the right now to say, okay, you want to see almost one. I have this money that I'm just sharing. I know that one day I'm going to do giveaway, right? By God's grace. But even if I'm going to do giveaway, my kind of giveaway would be like Christmas. Maybe I'll buy things from China. I'll send it back to Nigeria, and then I'll be like, oh, I got these things and I'm sharing it. That is the kind of giveaway I might probably do, but not the kind of like, oh, I'm gonna share cash. Because my mindset is not that if I teach you how to make money, not that I would give you money. Because I feel like if I gave you money, you will never like treasure it. A lot of Nigerians, they do not treasure cash, they do not treasure money. So for me, I'm not going to like give you money. Instead, I'll just like teach you how to get the money, and that's it. Not to give you money and say, "Oh, take money." So for me, I never respect people when they start begging a woman for money. It's just it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe yes, they are really going through a lot. I know that a lot of people are really going through a lot. So I don't want to be very like mean and be like, "Oh, this person is evil because this person is asking for money." Even people here in China who have not been able to get scholarship, I see them do weird things all for money. Friends are leaving friends. People are betraying people all for money. People are doing a lot all for money. Some people, maybe you now you have somebody in China who have not gotten scholarship or something. You don't know what that person is doing here in China. Let me just tell you now, you don't know what people are doing here in China just because of scholarship opportunities. It's even easier for people who are back home to get opportunities than people who are in China sometimes, especially if they don't have the grades. If you are back home, you studied at home and your grades are really, really good, you can even get a scholarship compared to somebody who studied here, did his bachelor's here, and his grade is not good. So the best thing that I've just advised people to do is just try to improve your Chinese. Because if your Chinese is really, really good, it will really, really help for you to get opportunities. Anyway, guys, I just feel like 1 hour. I didn't think I was gonna do like a video for 1 hour. Anyways, thank you guys. I will see you guys in next live video. Leave your questions. Okay, I'll come back and I'll do like a Q&A next time. Okay, bye.